Hey there, this is Adam Chandler, and this is how to build a Facebook Messenger marketing list lightning fast. I'm going to take you over to Manychat in just a minute, which Manychat is the tool that I use to build my list. If you've ever done email marketing, it's kind of like Aweber for email marketing, or Mailchimp or GetResponse or something like that. It's like how to create a prospect list on use it on Facebook Messenger that you can then do a lot of things that you could do in the world of email marketing, which is like you could broadcast them. You can create automated follow-up sequences that really engage prospects, and there's a lot of really cool things that you can do using this tool Manychat in the world of Facebook Messenger. But before I do that, I just want to share with you, I actually just released today a new podcast episode on my New World Marketers podcast, which is kind of a new podcast in itself, all about Facebook Messenger marketing, right? So hence this video. The podcast episode is me speaking with my very good friend Mark Harbert, who is an expert in the world of digital marketing and lead generation, as well as Facebook Messenger. And I wanted to have this conversation with Mark as part of the podcast because the dude is just super passionate about Messenger, and he really knows his stuff when it comes to Facebook Messenger marketing. So I'm going to make a link available where you can go right to this blog page right here and listen to this extremely valuable interview with myself and Mark Harbert, all about Facebook Messenger marketing. And then when you're there, you can actually click here to get access to a webinar training with myself and Mark, all about Facebook Messenger marketing and creating your first 100 Messenger leads, using this tool Manychat. So let me take you over to Manychat for a second. This I'm not going to take you through this entire tool right now, but one thing I want to point out here is I just did a broadcast to my, as of right now, 431 subscribers on my Manychat list, and basically this was sent maybe an hour ago, sent to 438 people. I got 147 people that opened it, so that's a 43% open rate, almost a 44% open rate, and then 50 clicks, so almost 15% click-through rate, which if you've ever done email marketing, in the last few years, that is, those are not the kinds of numbers that you get with email marketing. I mean, when I broadcast an email to my email list, I'll expect maybe a 10% open rate and maybe a 1 or a 2% click-through rate. So it really shows, the opportunity here with Manychat to not only grow a list, but also to create a hyper-responsive, engaged list. Facebook Messenger, building a list on Facebook Messenger today is much like building an email list was, back in like 2005, because, when somebody sent you an email, you opened it. That's what you did back then. These days, that's not necessarily the case because we have, so many different, a lot of us have, get hundreds of emails a day. We use, we oftentimes have multiple email addresses. Some people have specific email addresses just to opt into marketing things. And as marketers and entrepreneurs, this is a really cool way to kind of circumvent some of those challenges that we have with email marketing. And email, and I'm not saying there's not still a place for email. There definitely is. In fact, in this podcast, right, in this podcast episode, me and Mark share all kinds of ways that you can use Facebook Messenger marketing in conjunction with email so that you could build both lists at the same time, because there's so much value in having somebody's email list, not only being able to reach them in their email inbox, but you can often retarget them using things like I can retarget people on using YouTube ads, using Facebook ads, all kinds of things that I can do, Twitter, all kinds of cool things that I can do by having somebody's email address. But this podcast is just filled with, this particular podcast episode is just filled with all kinds of really cool ideas that you can use not only grow your list and your audience with Manychat, but also how to turn them into into email leads and into sales in your business. So Manychat. So we see the value in this. Now what I want to share with you now is one of my first Manychat posts, and one of my favorite ways to build my list, using Manychat, that you can implement right away to start in building an engaged audience for yourself using Manychat. Okay, so this was my first post that I ever made. It's a Facebook fan page post that I made in order to start growing my Facebook Messenger list. So this is using a tool in Manychat called using what we call a growth tool in Manychat, which is called the Facebook comment growth tool, which essentially means that all these people that were, when they commented on this post on my fan page, they got onto my onto my Manychat list and onto my Facebook Messenger list. So these were like essentially my first subscribers on Manychat, and I love you doing this type of a post. I went to a $3,000 event in Austin this weekend and learned some ridiculous lead generation and sales conversion strategies. If I did a Facebook Live this week to share my biggest takeaways from the mastermind, would you want to get notified about it? Comment yes to get notified when I go live. And this was just something. This was from my good friend Justice Egan's event. And if you're as a career marketer and entrepreneur, I attend a lot of events. If you are a serious business owner, I hope you attend a lot of events as well. But next time you go to an event, simply take a little selfie picture, and then essentially make a little post saying, people paid up to X dollars to attend this event. I'm gonna do a Facebook Live, or I'm gonna do a webinar, or I'm gonna do a training to share with you some of my biggest takeaways from that event. Is that something that you would be interested in? And as they comment, they essentially get added to your Facebook Messenger list. And then when you do go live, you can say, hey, you messaged me, or you commented on my post to say that you want to know when I go live. Well, I'm about to go live in about an hour, and then you've got an engaged audience on the training, or on the follow-up that you can then use to engage with, to possibly sell something else. Here's another one that I did from a product that I was filming. I said, went to Vegas last weekend to shoot some videos for a new training course to share how I get 80% of my online traffic and leads. Comment me if you want to get notified when the course goes live. And look at all these people commenting me. I mean, this is essentially a list of people that are asking to be notified once my product is ready. And then simply, when the product goes live, I can message these people, hey, I wanted to make sure that you were one of the first people to know because you commented on my Facebook post about requesting access to this course when it goes live. It's finally live. You're the first ones to know about it. Go here and buy it right now. So these are just a couple examples of some really cool things that you could do on Manychat and using Facebook Messenger marketing as a way to build large lists quickly, as well as turn them into cash flow in your business quickly. All right, here we are back on the podcast page. So I just want to let you know, be sure to click the link in this video or in the description to get access to this extremely, extremely valuable podcast interview with myself and Mark Harbert, all about the major opportunity that we're seeing with Facebook marketing and some really cool tips and strategies that you can implement in your business to grow a large list really quickly and use it to create email leads and all kinds of cool things to make sales in your business. Also, while you're here, make sure to get registered for our Facebook Messenger Revolution webinar by clicking this link right here. And then also a really cool resource that I want to mention. If you go to newworldmarketers.com, which is essentially the home page, so we were just on the podcast page a second ago. This is the home page of my brand new website, newworldmarketers.com. You can see down here it says free mini courses. If you want to subscribe to the podcast so that you can get future episodes like this, you can use any of these buttons to subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. And then if you scroll down here to free mini courses, this Facebook Messenger marketing mini course, there's not even an opt-in. You just click on the link right here. It takes you right to this 4-part video series, all about the things that I do to build my Manychat list. Some cool techniques that I've implemented to grow the list, as well as this last video here is actually not only the steps that you need to take to set up the growth tool, but also I take you through how to then turn that into an engagement ad using Facebook ads, as a way to really maximize the sales. And then of course right here you can also click to get signed up for the webinar with me and Mark about how to generate 50 to 100 hyper-responsive leads using Facebook Messenger in the next 7 days or less, guaranteed, without spamming, feeling salesy, or ruining your reputation. So that's it. I hope you're taking advantage of this massive opportunity that we have right now in the world of Facebook Messenger marketing, building a list, creating engagement with your prospects, and making more sales in your business. If you like this, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and also visit newworldmarketers.com. Besides the podcast, we've got a ton of free courses around building effective cash flowing digital assets in your business. Go ahead over to newworldmarketers.com, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.